Okay, speaking of illegals, this is something I know for sure Maul sent us.
We have a labor shortage in America.
Oh yeah, what we talking about?
They are a lot of jobs that Americans do not want to do or don't want to do it for the amount of money that is going to be optimal to get the job done.
Or they're not advertised publicly for you to be able to even get them.
Now, this is a fact. So any non-union construction job, building a home.
Yep.
If you've ever built a home, these people that are building your homes, highly good chance that they're not documented. They're not documented. But I'm just being honest. This is a fact. They work from sun up to sundown. They don't complain. They get the job done in a very efficient manner. You go to any farms down south, like real industrial farms down south, California, farmers sued the administration 4 years ago when they tried to implement this because they said if they take these people away, we are not going to be in business.
It's going to be over with.
They're doing jobs that Americans can't do. They know that. That's what I'm saying. The politicians play off of people's ignorance. They understand. These people are very intelligent people at the highest level possible. They know if you deport every undocumented immigrant in America right now, it would crash the economy.
Don't say that, because when I said it on Math Hoffa, it was in my mentions forever. So don't talk about crashing the economy. Please don't.
You want me to be honest, or you want me to like
and if they get to, okay, here's the thing. They're going to tell you that they want to deport them, but they're needed for the economy. And if they are actually deported, the cost of houses are going to triple.
That's a fact. And that's the thing that people like, they're like, yo, like, I know firsthand. Because, okay, if you're building a house and that house build is going to cost $800,000 to build, right? You got to understand that you're working with subcontractors that hire labor, right? Now, if the subcontractor has to hire a union labor, that raises that price 2x. They got to give them X, Y, and Z time off. Who actually pays for that? The subcontractor's not going to pay for that. Your payment goes from $800,000 to $1.4 million.
It doesn't even matter. Niggas can't even afford no house right now. Okay, eventually you got to cut the spigot off somewhere though, right? So of course you're not going to be able to. It's like you're not going to be able to get deport all the illegal immigrants. It's like trying to get rid of all the roaches in the projects. You're not going to be able to do it, right? Them roaches are going to go. I mean, they're just going to go to the next apartment.
But you ain't say none of that though. What you going to tell me? What saying?
I gave you. He said he's visual, right?
He said he gave a visual.
I gave him a visual of roaches in the projects. Anybody been to the projects? They know they hid roaches. It just is what it is. And you try to get rid of them, it's more and more and more, right? So what I'm saying is like you're not going to get rid of all the illegals, and I'm not trying to compare illegals to roaches, right? But what I'm saying is that. Let's not act like, you could just keep letting people come on in here.
That's the thing. Then you got to cut off the water.
You got to cut it off somehow.
You got to cut the water off to fix the leak.
Exactly.
You got to just cut this shit right now, and then we're going to repair it to see how we can get this shit in a nice system. We need a system that has them, when they come over here, that it's a system that you go through.
Right.
Everything got to have checks and balances, and that's what they're trying to do. That's what people really is like complaining about, because they just running wild right now. It's like, but wow.
Exactly. Some shit, you slowly let some things drip, right? Some things you gotta let through. You just slowly let it drip, but you don't unscrew the thing all the way and just let it pour. So you know what I'm saying? You don't let. What I'm saying is you don't let everybody in.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's going to be. It's still. I mean, if you're an illegal, even not illegal, but if you're an immigrant and you're trying to come into the country, it's okay. That's okay, but it still has to be a process to do so. Right, you just can't flood everybody in here. So whoever's in here, whatever, if they get them all out, whatever. But I can't see them getting rid of everybody.
Yeah, he just said massive. I think Trump they going to say massive deportation because it sounds good. It makes the people like he said. people get emotional. So when you say stuff like that, like, yeah, Trump, Trump doing that. Yeah, that's what Trump doing.
Well, what is the Vinnies doing that, when I say Vinnies, the Venezuelans, what are they doing? Vinnies. I got that from Rob. This shit was so hilarious.
No, I started thinking about the Vintners chips.
Oh. But what are the Vinnies doing that, okay, they're helping the economy? Because the ones that I see,
taking.
Not necessarily taken because the government is giving it to them.
Still taking.
Yeah, I guess. But what I'm saying is I see them out just asking for shit. Homeless. Well, I don't know if they're homeless. I don't know where they staying at, but it's not like, okay, they out there begging. They came all the way over here to beg,
I think we just need some law. I don't want to say it like this because it's going to sound crazy. Just think we need some law and order, some rules, some regulations. It's like a wild, wild west out here right now.
Free fall, yes.
It's a free fall, and we need to get it's like almost like when you got a lot of stuff going on in your life and your money just going everywhere. You're like, hold on, let me get a grip on this shit. Hold on, stop. You just stop and pause everything. Like, no, fuck that. Nothing going out. Let me see where this shit going so I can understand what to do and how to do it and where to move to, how to do it. And I think that's what a lot of people is thinking because he's saying those words like that. It's just going to be something like, no, he's just saying that he's going to implement his stuff in and he's going to stop it at the border. We're going to get this shit under control in Texas so we can see what's going on and who's moving out, who's going where. We can get some shit going on.
I saw the other day, it could have been yesterday or the day before, that there was a caravan of people from South America coming up through Mexico, right, trying to get here before Donald Trump gets in office, right? Some 40,000 people on the move.
They was trying to get here before he get in office?
Before he get in office.
And like an interviewer
Some
was
has turned
asking,
around.
Yeah, interviewer was asking him, like, what's going on? Like, what are their thoughts about what's going on right now? And in Spanish, they said, we're trying to get here before Donald Trump gets in office because if he does, he's going to send us back home.
One had a fresh socks hat, like white socks.
I need one of those, too.
He had a fresh one.
What size was it?
I don't know.
I need one.
But what I'm saying
what
is...
What size? You don't need. Let me get that. You don't need that.
Don't need it.
You don't need that where you going. Let me
right.
get that.
Well, he coming here.
Oh, shit. Damn.
There's one in the Vinnies.
Oh,
but,
I thought he was going back.
But, yeah, well, he will be. But the deal is that's why Donald Trump says, you know what, on the businesses of Mexico, charge them 25% if y'all, a tariff. If y'all don't get this together. Because Mexico, they can really get, y'all just letting them walk through your shit. And y'all not even putting pressure on them.
And that's because I don't want to derail. This is a great conversation right now.
Yeah, no, that's basically it.
But it's just my thought, like when it comes to tariffs and people saying that things are going to be brought back, the taxes are going to be passed down to the working class people or whatever.
I think so too, but I gotta see.
Right, and I see the point, so I'm not necessarily arguing it. Okay. I'm on the same point. Like, okay, I see what they're saying, and the way things work in my head, what they're saying makes sense. So tell me how you're going to actually offset this, Trump, to make sure that
we don't have to pay it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so, but I'm also thinking the tariffs are like a scare tactic for the companies that he's talking about.
Oh, so you think he's not going to do it? It's just a bluff.
I think he will if he has to, but it's also a matter of, like, for instance, if you're let's just say your rent is $1,600 a month and you living with somebody, y'all splitting the rent, y'all paying $800 each, right? But if that person, if you're the property owner, if your name is on the apartment and the other person got to leave, that $1,600 is on you now. So that's just what happens.
Yeah.
So I don't really. I mean, I think
how they said back in the day, Jerry Dayton said it too. Quit shacking up. Quit shacking up. That's all that is. Because you shouldn't be now. Especially if it's a young lady in there with you, you should be married. Y'all should be a family. Don't be shacking up.
If things happen to go up, there's a lot of things that you probably got to do without.
Yep.
Right.
And that's
I
really
like my Jordans. You know what I mean? I like my Mikes. Right. Over the years, they went up with inflation. They around 220 now. Right. If this nigga Trump gets, he's in office and he has to hit Nike with some tariff tax or whatever it is, but it's a U.S. business. But whatever, you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And the shits go up to $400. Guess who won't be buying no Jordans?
You might buy a pair or two. It got to be real exclusive for you to get them.
No, I'm done for $400. I do some other shit.
You would buy one a year?
No,
One pair a
I'm
year?
not buying no more. Nope. Nope.
He said nope.
Nope.
Hey, I wear everything, so I'm cool with it.
So,
I got
you
some
know-
Air Max right now.
Yeah, I mean, I wear everything, but I like my Jordans. You see what I'm saying?
I do too.
I like my Jordans, and if they go up to $400, even if they went up to $300, I probably wouldn't get. Then I get one, right?
We need a shoe cam, bro. Because we'll do like a whole month, like 2 months with Jordans.
Can't get my foot up
We
there.
need a shoe cam, bro.
Ain't
All
that
right,
number.
the next studio or whatever we get into, we need a shoe cam, bro.
Right.
So Cultivate said, I can relate for sure. My late grandfather absolutely did not like white people and had no problem telling one, Maul.
Hell nah, bro. Call him a motherfucking. I can't say it because we got. white
Half the reason y'all was up here because y'all grandparents then killed somebody
facts
from
facts,
down
facts,
had to
motherfucking
escape.
for running to the north.
Mm-hmm.
Be Humble said, man, if you're working for tips, something went wrong. Big disagree.
Yeah, nah.
Big disagree. That's because I know bartenders in particular, they live off tips. I know somebody that makes 2 bands a week working at a bar. Something went wrong. And every bartender that I've asked that I know that works at a bar, they average 2 bands a week.
Yeah, I think if you up and you willing and you're able and you're willing to work, ain't nothing went wrong. You want to step in the right direction. You ain't begging.
What is your debt to income ratio is what my thought process with what Be Humble said. Like if you're working at a bar and you're barely making it, you're barely getting tips, okay, then you might need to make some adjustments. But generally speaking, no, people that I know that work at bars, they get money.
I think if you out, you got a sign, and it say, that's when something went wrong, right?
Yeah,
that's when
like
something
over
went
there.
wrong. If I'm not asking you for shit, ain't nothing went wrong,
You cool. with it.
right? If I'm okay
Look,
with it,
man, you got a job and you doing your thing. Even if you live in paycheck to paycheck, just change a couple things so you won't be doing that no more. But as long as you ain't asking nobody else for nothing, motherfuckers shouldn't have nothing to say what you got going on.
I might
Long as
not
you ain't
want to do
begging.
it. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm
gonna
saying.
do it, but
but
if that work for you,
Yeah, and you ain't asking nobody for nothing, man. Whatever. Don't give a fuck what nobody say. You doing your own thing. You ain't asking nobody for nothing. Fuck them.
NASA Beauty said, I get all that. However, it's too many of them. Crime and the cost of living has risen within the last 3 years. Under whose administration, NASA Beauty? It's too much. Be Humble said, old black men don't have positions of power, Maul.
Some do, some don't. You right. They don't have more than white folks, but there's some powerful black men out here, and they will tell you how they feel. I'm talking about them down south, my friends. That's what I'm talking about.
Be Humble also said, I agree, it will crash the economy. What do you think? What do you think about that?
No. What they saying is right. If they deport, but what Jay every day put a thing on it is, I don't think it's everybody going to be deported all at once. It's going to be a majority of them, so we can get a cap on this to see what's going on. We need to stop it somewhere.
Right, stop the flow.
But if you talking about a mass, because he using words like mass deportation, do you think he's really? The government not going to let him do that. If you really think about it, even the Republicans be like, "Bro, Trump, you're going too far. You can't do that."
Right, and before 2020, am I wrong in thinking that the economy was doing good, right? Like in terms of our reliance on that type of work.
immigration is good. Immigration means you got a healthy country. However, we can't flood it with immigrants or people trying. We can't flood it, right?
Yeah, that's the
So
thing.
it's okay to drink some water, but you know what I'm saying. You can't have drink it, and but we can't.
Drink so much that you
Drink
drown
some-
yourself.
right,
It's
right.
possible to do that.
Yeah, you can't drown yourself. Well, okay, I'm finna pour a pool of water on top of you. Like we got to be mindful of everybody else.
I
that's
think
here, too.
people not using common sense. with it. Like
You gotta put numbers to it.
Yeah, but I understand that. But do you really think even the Dems? We think the Dems and the Republicans really don't like each other. Them motherfuckers be drinking coffee and eating donuts when the cameras and stuff off. Right? So you think that they really would be like, oh, we're going to have a mass deportation and we're going to let Trump do this. That will crash. They know that will crash the economy. He said it's very smart people at the top. So they know this will crash the economy if they take everybody out.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
But they're getting into industries where, okay, right? We drive truck drivers. We're truck drivers. We drive trucks.
Yeah.
So they're getting into those industries these are illegals that's getting into the industries
Yes.
where they don't have the proper permits and
Training
they don't have
and all
the
that
training
stuff,
and so on and so
And
forth.
they fucking shit up.
And they're fucking shit up. So that's the problem where they're getting into certain industries, even if they are building the house, right? They don't have the proper training to do so. I don't care what you're talking about. You know what I mean? If something goes wrong or go awry,
And that bitch just collapsed on
Right.
the wall or something. It's crazy. And then on top of that, like he was saying in certain industries, they're crashing the industry too as well within because they underbidding everything. They're doing things so cheap for they fucking everything up. So like, say we drive trucks. A load will cost you what? I'm gonna just throw some numbers out.
$10,000.
Yeah, $10,000. They will do it, or we'll do it for $3,000. How the fuck you gonna like? You could have said 9, 8, 7. You said $3,000. That's 70% off. And that's what it's doing. So that's why they're saying they need to get a control on it because a lot of these people got to go and they fucking up. Like we didn't show many of clips or like videos of them driving trucks and not knowing how the brakes work and not knowing how this stuff works and making crashes and stuff. We showed one person that got sent back over and came back 3-4 times. Remember that dude was driving trucks?
Yeah.
So just a thought in my head. So one of the things you said, Maul, just a few minutes ago, that we need some particular legislation as to when it comes to people legally coming into America. One of the things that Vivek Ramaswamy proposed was that they would have to know about the specific things. They have to speak read and write English, read, write, and speak English, like those three things.
I would think that should be the first on top of the list, right?
I would imagine so, right? Yeah. But they would also have to know basic aspects of the Constitution and the American government, like the 3 branches of government and what they do.
To become a legal shit? Like get a green card? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he proposed this on Breakfast Club in particular. That's when I heard him talk about it. So that's some things that, for like specific examples as to what I think will go into that. Now, speaking of illegal immigrants, or we talked about this last week, but I'm sniffing in the mic. I didn't mean to do that. But one of the things I heard that was a part of that bipartisan deal that was infamously proposed as something that Trump stopped and all this stuff, I heard that there was verbiage in it that said that was trying to make it acceptable for 5,000 illegal immigrants or immigrants, whichever, 5,000 to come into America a day.
That's a lot of people, though, ain't it?
1.8 million a year.
How many already come in?
We're at 10 million.
A year?
From the past 4 years, it was over 10 million is what people are saying.
So that'll cut it down a tremendous lot, though, right? That'll cut it down by damn near.
Yeah, it'll 1.8 times 4.
Almost about 50%.
So I'm saying, but my issue with that thought process is, are you literally having somebody standing on the side clicking the clicker?
Like at the club? Oh, no. Wait.
We're at 5,000. You're going to have to wait until tomorrow.
You're going to wait till tomorrow.
Or you're going to cut it off at 11:59. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the practice of that? And is somebody actually counting? But, yeah, I think when Ian Dunlap said, if you move everybody out, the price of housing is going to triple. Now, I don't know about tripling because I don't know about housing, but I do know that one of the things that, like Mal just said, is we Americans are spoiled. We want top dollar for, a lot of people want top dollar for minimum pay or for minimum work. People want to work at fast food restaurants, McDonald's, Wendy's, getting paid $21 an hour just for doing that.
You got to expect the burger to go up.
But shit, the shit already up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, because their hourly wage is up.
I understand that, and I'm cool with that shit. It don't no problem with me. Like Jay every day said, nigga, you gonna just start cutting out some stuff. Like I done been stopped eating. Like nigga, I eat, even though I still eat, but I don't eat that stuff. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So it's just gonna come for you. Gonna have to start cooking and stuff at home a little bit more. But the chicken, like bro, me and my wife went to go get some chicken the other day because we finna throw something on the grill or something, and I had to stop and pause. I literally had to stop. Like I don't think we're gonna barbecue today. Like this shit was crazy. And like chicken thighs be some of the cheapest shit. Like them shits was $15 for a pack. $20. It was $21 per pack at Jewel.
Hell no, boy. Jewel ain't the lick.
What to look at?
It's this black owned place called Living Fresh in Forest Park.
Living Fresh in Forest Park?
Yeah.
You gonna have to give me that link.
Yeah. But you know what? You might have to go in the quarters. Leg quarters. And cut that motherfucker.
It had legs and thighs?
Legs and thighs.
Okay, okay.
That's what? I done seen.
Yeah.
Hey, back in the day, DHPX, boy, I used to come over, boy, they have a case of leg quarters. Them shits was good, boy. My brother put that shit on. Man, listen here.
Well, hey, boy, see, you don't know nothing about this. Back in the day, you get you some leg quarters, you either fry them or bake them, get you a piece of white bread and wrap it around that motherfucker and just eat. What?
Man, I remember they put on so many leg quarters. I got a leg quarter, came back, the bitches was gone. Gone.
Tell we
like,
black.
damn,
We
what?
black for real. We for real black.
Yeah.
Spaces might got 25, but we all 100%. We 100% nigga.
Leg quarters and no sides.
Yeah. I'm
side was
100% because I'm American nigga and Haitian nigga. I'm 100%.
It was leg quarters and no sides. DHPX, man. Validate that, bro.
Yeah,
but anyway.
You like 2% Cherokee, ain't you, or something? He gonna come back with something. He already know you. He thinking. He got something.
Absolutely.
You got something in the tank.
I absolutely got that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a copper color nigga. You know what I mean? I'm a copper color nigga. We got copper color, milk color, and charcoal color. Like this nigga stuff out, man.
Oh shit, man! Oh my god, bro! I love sitting up and talking with y'all,
macadamia
bro.
nuts and macadamia nut and Kingford cold. Where the lightning fluid at? This nigga pull out the Weber grill.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh no!
Definitely got some of that engine in my family. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. We love each other, bro. That's what we do all day.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what we do all day. Lucky DXBH ain't up here. Lord, we wouldn't even get a sentence out. Nigga have a joke every time.
Be Humble said, I have 2 Hispanic maids who are probably not legal.
Damn, you got maid money. That's crazy.
Yeah, he over the top.
Yeah, man.
Be Humble said, I need them to stop playing. Nasty Beauty said, I've seen plenty of truck crashes on 55.
Facts.
Be Humble said, not impressed with 2 bands.
I bet you they was all driving Volvos too, wasn't they?
Flip flops.
He said he not impressed with 2 bands a week.
Two bands.
2 bands what?
Two. What I was talking about with the bartenders making 2 bands a week.
Right, but I mean, it all depends
That's
on where
good
you
money,
live.
bro.
It all depends on where you live at too, right? Yeah, I mean, you live in the DMV, DC area. You know, 2 bands a week ain't gonna do shit for you. But for somebody that say they stay in the middle of nowhere, 2 bands a week is shit. Nigga rich.
He said sell crack instead.
Okay, well, we don't here at the KNoWKi podcast. We don't advocate.
We don't condone any illegal activities.
No.
So let's finish this.
Fact.
Easy.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's not as easy as people make it understand. Like, yo, we want to kick these people out. These people are doing the work that people don't want to do, or they're doing it for a cheaper price. Then it's like, all right, well, just pay Americans more money. You pay them more money because the people that say that are not employing anybody. This is the same thing that Tim Cook said. Tim Cook said this 10 years ago when they were saying bring the jobs back to America. He said impossible. We have a labor shortage.
Well, Be Humble said I can't really see from it.
Be Humble said, correct, we can't flood. We need policy in place to help curb the numbers.
Absolutely.
So he's a
that's
little
true.
bit behind.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
That's
I
100%
definitely
true.
agree with that.
Yeah,
Sure.
I agree with that too. But like he said too, like we're not entrepreneurs, but you still got to pay a motherfucker a decent amount. Motherfucker be trying to go all the way cheap though. You feel me?
And
Like,
that's
I'm cool. I understand what you're trying to do when you own a business. You're trying to keep your overhead down. That is 100%. I agree with that. But you still got to pay a motherfucker a decent amount and not try to go with the absolute bottom of the bottom of the bottom.
And that's exactly what I was thinking about throughout while he was talking. Because what they'll try to do, and this is a firsthand look on rich people problems, right? Because if you're a person who's looking, I won't say guaranteed, but most times if people have in-depth knowledge about who's paying who, then whatever you're dealing with is affecting your pockets directly as an owner, as a seller, whatever the case. So if one of the issues is these rich people who are buying houses to turn around and selling to people, they'll get that cheap labor. They'll get that $9 an hour labor, but then charge $30 an hour prices.
And that's that. And I think that's the case. That's the case right there. Now you're trying to triple and quadruple your motherfucking profit.
And that's where my issue lies.
It's true.
With capitalism and taking advantage.
But you know what it is though too? We're saying that now because we're here, but if we was in those shoes, we'll probably understand it a little bit more.
I try to do that whenever I listen to this stuff. I try. Because
it will change. I'm telling you, it will, because we say that now because it's not our money, we're the workers. But if when we get a crew and we have a whole crew in here, then that's going to be different to like, we're going to be probably thinking on that level too.
Yeah, but you always want the most bang for your buck, right? So if I got a business, I want the most bang for my buck. I want to pay the least amount, but I don't want to, once I get to a point where I'm paying the least amount, but my quality is diminishing.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And
Yes.
to me, that's the problem also, is that you get a lot of quality. Like, last time out here, some good furniture. Some shit that lasts.
Yeah,
Right? You spending money. You spending more and more money.
It's been a minute. Sure.
Right? So, I just bought furniture, let's say, 3-4 years ago, right? All that shit fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, the table, like, I don't care how many times you get back under there and screw it.
Yeah.
Steady screwing,
Yeah.
right? That sounds good. But, you know, steady screwing.
But you can go even farther than that. Let's go with cars.
Yeah.
Cars is the same way right now.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, you get you a box Chevy, man, throw some gas in that carburetor, fire that bitch up, that bitch starts sucking through, no diddy, and you go about your business.
What car you gonna see on the road right now? You gonna see a Buick LeSabre, 02, 03. Them LeSabres is gonna ride.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Pontiacs.
Pontiac,
What else? Grand
Toyotas,
Marquises,
old school Toyotas.
Accords, Honda's Accords.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day when it was like 2010. Motherfucker had a Honda, 89 Honda Accord sitting in the thing for I don't know how many years. He put a fresh battery in there and put some fresh gas in there and fired it up and was driving down the street.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's
The quality is really
Yeah,
tank.
right now the quality of everything it sucks.
that's the beauty said Oldsmobile.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they been stopped making those.
Be Humble said they take a test now to become a citizen. Are you talking about the reported 10 plus millions of illegals that took a test? Is that who you're talking about? Because it sounds to me like the amount of people, the amount of illegals that we've gotten have far surpassed the amount of legals.
Look, far surpassed the legal.
Let's see. Nasty Beauty said he must got a cousin who slid through.
And I think it's to give, it's not to give everybody from a particular country a way in. I think everybody, whoever wants to come over, right? So if you're from Africa, you from some part of the Caribbean, from South America, from Asia, whatever, Europe, everybody to me should be able to get an equal chance of getting in here. So you got to wait your turn. You just can't flood because you from, wherever the fuck, and then try to say, well, I'm here for, political reason or whatever it is to avoid some war or some shit. And y'all out here, y'all come here and start gangbanging.
Yeah, and then on top of that too, I think like I piggyback off all what y'all said. I agree with everything. We need to take care of Americans first. Quit talking about we are, but we're not. We're doing both. I don't like that when motherfuckers say we're doing, but no, we're not. Motherfuckers out here doing we're not taking care of both, and that shit really, but that shit made me mad.
Cause I prefer y'all pay their student loans than to
Dog.
get these mark. You said you just missed the mark. You could have made if you would look. They were saving the money. That's why you missed the mark. You see what I'm saying?
But like I say, take care of us though.
I would have been okay. I would have been look if they would have paid y'all student loans and said, you know what, fuck them other people, right? Forget them. Forget these wars as well. Like what y'all got going on in Ukraine and
that don't got nothing to do with us neither. But
Right.
take care of here first though.
Here first.
I'm all about even if it don't look like me and look like somebody else, because we're for a black first. But we're for American even before we're for a black, because we're American first before any of that shit. Motherfuckers can say what they want to say. You're American first. So you take care of Americans first. Motherfucker don't have nothing to say about that. I know I won't have nothing to say if you're taking care of Americans.
That's exactly my sentiment. Because I wish I could pull it up right now, but again, what I showed a few weeks back with the estimated amount of money that we've sent to overseas entities. I would rather you use that to get rid of student loans.
Hey man, you could have just gave me $12,000. That would have been some decent money for me. I'd have put that over here and just.
Well, we can't just give it to you.
Yeah.
You American, you got to work for it.
Yeah, but
you got to get out of line and let these legals come first.
Every day too, because he said that wasn't no money.
Because mine gonna come with inflation. So $12,000 ain't it.
You need what?
I need the inflation, whatever the inflation is.
About 100.
Nah, it's probably 15, 18,000.
Yeah, I was thinking 15. I was thinking 15.
I was thinking about 100.
Oh, you can give me that too.
Of course, absolutely.
The more the merrier.
100, of course. But
Yes.
like, hey, if he don't want his, me and you split his.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.